I would request Mr. Rajat Chopra, founder and CEO of Bankers Club, to welcome and honor Dr. Charan Singh Ji with a floral bouquet and a shawl. And it is my honor to invite all the chief guests and dignitaries in the dais to kindly light the ceremonial lamp and mark the beginning of this significant journey.
All the guests sitting in front of us, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you. So, there is an African proverb. It says, if you want to go fast, go alone. And if you want to travel far, then you travel together. And I think that's exactly all of us are here today. We want to go far, and we want to go far with all of your blessings, with all of you together with us. Let's make this an eventful and a memorable event for all of us. And thank you so much for being here once again. I welcome you all. Thank you.
And now, to give us an in-depth understanding of Bankers Club, I have the privilege to invite Dr. Rajat Chopra, and let's give him a huge round of applause.
Thank you very much. I extend a very hearty welcome to each one of you for being here today in this memorable event and making our last 6 months to 8 months journey more memorable by being here. As Bernali said, that this is, if we want to go far, we have to go together. And this is where Bankers Club started. It's an ecosystem. It's an ecosystem of professionals. It is the Bankers Club for the bankers, to the bankers, by the bankers. So what is Bankers Club? Bankers Club is a fintech aggregator platform for financial advisory services. It's completely tech-enabled platform that bridges the gap between the expertise and experience, gap between the businesses and the former bankers. This is something to create an ecosystem and leverage the human capital that we have. Our mission is clearly to enable the global ecosystem that is there for the financial advisory services and nurture an interconnected ecosystem where seasoned bankers seamlessly collaborate with the businesses. This is something that we believe in, leveraging the human capital. After 60, we don't say retire, we say re-attire yourself. It is important to leverage the experience of a banker for last 40 years. They are well experienced, they have groomed, they have experience in working in various geographies with thousands of companies they have seen during their tenure of 40 years. I think there has to be an ecosystem, there has to be a platform that connects them directly with the businesses, where the businesses can leverage from their large experience and the market can expand, not only in India, but globally as well. Digitization of financial advisory service. It is important as we move towards a tech-enabled model and tech-enabled financial services advisory. I think it is important that everything is controlled, everything is built digitized so that it gives ease of operation for all the corporates that are working with us. Efficiency and process standardization and transparency. Why Bankers Club is very important for us to know. In any kind of business, what is important to get that capital for growth at what cost? In the right timeline, in the right time frame. I think that is where Bankers Club play a vital role in terms of leveraging from the seasoned experience of these seasoned bankers, enabling them with the technology, bringing transparency to the system and efficiency in the process. If you are a corporate and if you have any kind of banking services which is not limited to fundraising, I think Bankers Club is the platform for you. You can go to our app and you can just search for the banker in the particular bank for XYZ services and you can hire them online. The charges and the profile is well enabled there in terms of the profile of a banker, and you can hire a banker and the interaction starts. Suppose during the journey there is something that is not working from the banker's side, or there is something that is not working from the corporate side. That is where we come in picture, and that is where we enable the smooth journey of that transaction. Expert financial advice. Access to the seasoned financial experts guiding startups and MSMEs. This is very important. As I explained, that it is the expert advice which is very important. A lot of companies approaches us that we need this kind of enhancement, we need this kind of capital, but where the advisory is coming. Now, I'm just giving you an example. There was a company that we were dealing with. They came for some enhancement of working capital for 70 crores. I don't think they actually needed that 70 crores because they would not be able to service that at that point in time. So that's where the experience comes. That's where the advisory comes. I think the idea is to create a meaningful proposition for the corporates so that we can make their capital as easy as possible for them to take it to the next level, for which the industry has to open. The industry has somewhere to come to a level where the pricing metrics have to change, the transparency has to be built, and that is where Bankers Club has come in picture. It's a very easy journey. It gives a meaningful income and engagement to a banker after the retirement. Hence, we say don't retire, re-attire yourself. So next day you register on our app, build your profile, and your digital office is live. And you'll start getting mandates. I would not say mandates as of now. You will start getting the job alerts which are there published, and you can pick and choose, and you can make the journey go ahead. Similarly, as a business owner, there are benefits in terms of giving you a choice of the lending institutions that you have, and it's a ease of access to the investor network that comes, and improved efficiency and cost effective. The app comes with a very easy 4-step journey for connecting bankers with the company, which means a banker can come, build his profile, register, and connect. At the same time, company can come on the app, they can put their services. There are around 20 services that are available, which includes the ancillary services as well. And you can probably connect with them, with the bankers, and the interaction starts. MSMEs, as we all know, play a very crucial part in the country's GDP. I'm sure everybody knows government also has a big focus in terms of MSME growth. When we say, but if we see less than 40% of the MSMEs can avail a formal credit through the financial system that we have. Less than 40%, which is a very big number for us as a country when we stage ourselves at a global platform. So hence, it is important that we become a catalyst. That is where we are positioned as, to become a catalyst to various government schemes so that we can enable the corporate. This whole ecosystem is all about enabling the corporate for an ease of access of the capital in any forms, in many forms. By building the ecosystem where the global bankers also come on board with us, this is where we are building the global community of the bankers, where we can leverage from their expertise in those markets, and they can leverage from our expertise in these markets. These are the capital needs in various forms: debt, equity, pre-IPO, SME IPO, or a structured products. Most of the businesses face challenges in providing necessary collaterals. This is a reality, right, which hinders the approvals. That is where we don't fall into the internal ratings. Processing delays, ratings and regulatory issues, high service fees, procedural complications, and documentation difficulties. These are the day-to-day, real-time difficulties for anybody, for any kind of business, be it a startup or be it a small business or a large business, would face. We acknowledge, we don't acknowledge, but these are the realities. I think that is where we come in picture in terms of providing bespoke solutions, collateral free loans, which is more about cash flow funding based solutions for the clients. Faster processing as seasoned bankers navigate the systems with ease. Business rating improvements, compliances. This is where we partner with you in these journeys so that you can avail those kind of capital in much more transparent way, low cost service, affordable and cost effective services. We come in picture, provide bespoke solutions, faster processing turnarounds, regulatory transparent fees. This is something that I would again say that, as we say, well begun is half done. This is something our last 6-month journey has been. Today, as of now, while we are speaking, we have almost 400 plus corporates that have raised queries. We have almost 200 which are engaged actively with us, wherein we are actually talking to them, engaging with them in terms of their requirement from us. And we have almost 110 active jobs created for the bankers. I think this is a big testimonial and big comfort for all of us. I would say that this is an encouraging remark for us to begin this journey in a much more finer way. This is the journey that we have, and this is something that is coming from from across the country of various cities, category A, B, C, D cities. These are the engagements that are coming. This is how we want to evolve. We want to be very specialized advisory from all across the services that are mentioned. Debt service to begin and equity service to begin, and completely tech enabled platform so that there is ease of business, expand to other geographies, and definitely take it forward to the other markets across various countries. These are the services that are available as of now, which is all these services are listed on our website. All these services that are provided, and we are going to standardize each and every service. Now, to reach to this value proposition, it is important that what is how we are going doing that. So here comes our proprietary financial wellness report, which is kind of, I would say, a scorecard based model specially designed for the MSMEs that we have come. which gives you the industry overview, your particular company overview, and complete financial analysis. I am not saying it is only the financial modeling, which is part and parcel of any company's journey, but everything that a company needs from any kind of lending institution in short term to long term to mid term. I think that is covered, and this scorecard based model is something that will tell you, that will give you a lot of information about more lending institutions that are available, kind of interest rates that you can have, and more choices that you can have. So this is where this is our proprietary model scorecard, and this is made by the bankers, vetted by the senior bankers who are there on our panel, and that is how we are going to take it forward. What it gives to you as a company, it gives vast choice of lenders. So you will not be restricted to only one lender. It gives you 5 lenders that after this report, we can actually go to these 5 lenders and approach who actually do these kind of internal ratings. Now, this is again something that we are trying to build in terms of pricing. Now, debt market, we all know that in this room, debt market is a varied market in terms of various kind of instruments that are available, at the same time. But then how it is priced is very important. How it is priced to a client is very important, because as a financial advisor, my inputs are same. And I'm building those kind of reports, so it is important. So what we have done is we have standardized the debt service. So you know the pricing very clear, you know the transparency model, you know the viability, the timeline, everything is very clear. You don't have to even ask for anybody. You go and hire a banker knows about it. I think this is where know your cost of funding upfront, lowest cost of procuring funds. This is where we have standardized it. Now we are going to adopt a model from today onwards. I am not talking about the debt fund pricing that is available as of now. I think we all are aware that how the debt is priced. It is very subjective, from 1% to 5%, wherever it is. But we are coming out with a flat success fee based model, which tells you that this is your cost and this is how it's going to be. And it is very, very standardized that up to 100 crores we are charging 50 lakh rupees, and flat success fee, and this is scalable. Scalable is very important. Suppose you have hired us for 40 crore rupees of enhancement, and the advisory says yes, 40 crore debt is needed, but today 20 crore is needed, and after 6 months another 20 is needed. We are not going to charge you another for another 20 crore of round. So we are going to charge you only 20 lakh rupees, which is your up to 40 crores, and up to 100 crores is 50 lakh till the time that 100 crore is achieved. This is the first of its kind that we are trying to do to standardize it, because my inputs are almost same. Definitely there is an inbuilt cost of that value proposition, which is financial advisory report that we are building, that is there. Now it also gives an opportunity to the bankers who are associated with us to earn as much as up to 75% of the total thing once they are able to do the transaction in the stipulated time. So there are many vectors, which means that timeline is the biggest vector, rate of interest is the biggest vector. So all these vectors are there, which has been stipulated into our tech, so that that is where it makes a meaningful journey for any banker to get engaged after the retirement, so that he can give his time, due time, resources, money to get involved and get this proposition done. And he is supported by various lending institution partnerships that we have in terms of various funds, various family offices, mutual funds, banks that we work together. And this is entire end-to-end digital execution with real-time visibility and milestones, as I spoke about. It's an interface. It's a very user-friendly interface, real-time visibility, integrated video conferencing. You can connect with the respective banker anytime through a video conferencing, access to the large pool of expert professionals. So that is where this whole ecosystem is all about. I would say that this journey of BankersKlub is a close coordination and discussions with Mr. Puri, with Mr. Dubey, that what is in it for the banking community that we are going to leave legacy for. Because a banker today retires, and if I give you some kind of number, every 30th we have almost 10 to 15,000 bankers available in the market, which means they are retiring, which means that's a pool that is getting created every month, every 30th of the month. I am not saying all 15,000 or 10,000 are going to be active as financial advisors. Some would not want to work definitely at all. Some would want to work, but at their own sweet will, at their own flexibility. That this app gives. Work as your sweet will. So my final words, let's build the ecosystem together. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, sir. And I leave it to you. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon to all of you. My banking journey started on 28th of November 1977. 47 years banking experience I do have of 3 large public sector banks. Well, friends, 60 years is not an age, in fact, to retire. So we have to re-attire. I am close to 70. I learned a lot of different things in the last 10 years, which in those 37 years of banking I could not. And I am really enjoying this journey. Thanks to Rajat Bernali and the entire young team. So young bankers, you have a big platform now. We have a lot of ideas, innovations. Rajat has only given you a brief picture of that. We are likely to disrupt the whole market in terms of pricing, what he said. Some of you might not have understood its nitty-gritty. It is not there in the market. What we are going to believe in: transparency, scalability, delivery, efficiency, and effectiveness. Everywhere there will be escalation metrics, and we'll try to learn from experiences of the past, and we are open because we are not under any regulation at the moment. We are on our own policies. So we can innovate, experiment based on those success or failure. We can redesign our things and move further. We have really not only what he said, debt equity market, the whole market, everything under the sun, which is known as the financial world, we can do.
बैंकर रिटायर हुआ 60 साल के बाद, डेफिनेटली वो रिटायर नहीं, वो री-रिटायर होना चाहता है, क्योंकि उसके पास अब 10 to 6 का शेड्यूल वो फॉलो नहीं करना चाहता। उस सब समझ प्रॉब्लम्स को इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे एड्रेस किया गया है। आप अपने इजीनेस के हिसाब से, अपने टाइम के हिसाब से ऑनलाइन काम करना है, घर बैठ के कहीं एनीवेयर ऑफिस है तो कहीं से भी काम कर सकता है। और मैं समझता हूँ कि इसमें दोनों ही एंगल हैं, सोशल भी, कमर्शियल भी, और दोनों का एक बहुत सुंदर कॉम्बिनेशन तैयार हो रहा है। रजत जी को और पूरी टीम को इस बात के बहुत बहुत कांग्रेचुलेशन देता हूँ और all the best.
MSME have suffered for the last few years. The first blow was the demonetization. The second was the GST. And third was the COVID. These three things have affected almost all the MSME sector and even many corporates. So they are struggling with paucity of funds, proper guidance from the banker especially. और ब्रांचों में इतना स्टाफ नहीं है. I don't know where the staff has gone after the mergers. Many banks have been merged. Thousands of people have come from the banks, but still there are lack of staff in the branches and they are unable to guide. And the third problem was after retirement, your experience is going the drain. And this has given the encouragement to all of us that the problem is there, but there's the best solution also that has come with the Banker Club. All of you know that today we are having 100 plus bankers, means 3,500 years of experience. Tomorrow it can be 1,000. So now it's the time to expand. That's why I have taken the challenge in my second inning and I am hopeful that we will do good. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, and once again, I would like to say that we are proud to say that we are honored to have with us Dr. Charan Singh, CEO and founder director of eGrow Foundation and chairman of the Punjab and Sindh Bank. And please once again put your hands together to welcome sir.
Shri Dubey ji, Shri Rajat Chopra ji, Shri Puri, Madam Bernardi, and dear friends, so happy to be here today. And for last 10 years, I had been thinking, what will I do when I cross 60? I had a very similar plan and I had been writing about it. I was working on aging in India. There are 11 crore people in our country who are above 60 years. You have children's books, children movies, you have children cartoon strips, you have children entertainment, but you have nothing for elderly. What do your children and grandchildren expect you to do? Well, they expect you to go to Banaras or Allahabad or Ayodhya, and then what else? Don't disturb us, stay in your room. In August 2003, I was doing my postdoctoral studies at Harvard, and there I met Professor Richard Cooper. Professor Richard Cooper was 70 years. He was the advisor to President Nixon, right? Now I'm talking of a previous generation. Advisor to President Nixon. And I was much younger. And I was surprised that a 70-year-old professor is guiding students, taking classes, and interacting extensively in seminars, in workshops, and there's no thought of retiring. He took me to the Harvard Club and he said, Charan, I'm so impressed by India and I just can't tell you how much we respect India. This is August 2003. I can't tell you how much I respect India. And then he looked at me and asked me, do you know why Americans respect India? And I was surprised. Americans respect India? Well, I always thought Indians respect America. There was a long lunch we had. We discussed various things. And then he told me, May 1998, when you did Pokhran, we could not believe it that you will do it. Pokhran. You remember what Pokhran was? The atomic blast we did? Vajpayee was in the chair as the Prime Minister. He said the strength you people have, the conviction you had, of course, scientific knowledge you had. And despite all my satellites focused on India, you were so smart that I did not know and you could do Pokhran. That is when I realized what the world respects. World respects strength, strategy, conviction, and then the resolve to do it. The world respects fearlessness. And if we are able to provide resources and direction to those resources through employing the services of retired bankers, given the technology, we are serving the country to become far better in growth, achieve higher success, and as the Prime Minister has a dream of Viksit Bharat by 2047, I think you have aided, you have helped, and you have strengthened that path. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, sir, for those words of inspiration and motivation to all the bankers and others present here today. And before we close the proceedings, I would like to invite Mr. Surinder Mehta to kindly say a few words. Sir is a Padam Shri, and let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome sir.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you so much for inviting me here. And I am actually delighted to be a part of this very important occasion and very important launch. There was actually a vacuum in this field, which you have very rightly and very timely filled up. When the country is on a growth path, financial services becomes very, very critical element. And actually, as we all know, we live in this era of ideas. So it's a great idea, very timely. And my compliments and congratulations to the founder and to the originator of this idea and the team. Your team members are financial experts in their own fields. And I'm sure that with your very dynamic team around of professionals, you'll make really great and you'll do wonders. And our full support from our group will be there without saying. We are with you and I am here to wish you good luck and all the best. God bless. And thank you for inviting me once again for all this and the opportunity to address the gathering. Thank you so much.
We are indeed once again very grateful to each one of you for your presence here. Thank you very much indeed once again. Have a wonderful day ahead. Safe drive home. Good afternoon and namaskar.